Today I want to take a look at a writing software called Atticus. I've used it in the past to format books, but it's actually designed to be a one-stop shop. So let's dive in and I'll show you what it can do. So to get started, open up a web browser and let's head over to atticus.io and click the login button. Wait for it to load. And here's what it looks like. You can upload a book from a Word document, start a new book, create a box set. Down below you can see some of my recent works. Some have covers, some don't. So let's start a new book so I can kind of take you through the process. This little box will pop up and we're going to just type in a title. I don't have a title, so I'm just going to put DP Book 3. Of course my name's already in here as the author, so I can just select that. And then you can give it a project name. This can be anything you want. I'm just going to put DP3. And just as simple as that, we're all set. There's a pre-generated title page, copyright page, and the contents are generated by the chapters we add. Now if you'll look top center, you'll see the writing and formatting tabs, which we'll use to navigate. This is a preview that shows you your formatting. You can select from different devices. It's set to iPad by default, but we can have a look at a Galaxy S21 cell phone, a Galaxy Tab. We can look at the Kindle Fire. To the left, these are themes, predefined themes that you can edit, customize, and there's even an option to create custom themes from scratch if you want to do that. Clicking on them shows you a preview of what your book would look like formatted in that theme. Go back to the Writing tab. And look at our copyright page. It's sort of preset so you can just fill in the blanks. If you click back to the formatting tab, you'll see that page on the preview. You can look at how it will look with different themes. And so you're going to be going back and forth between these tabs quite a bit. So it adds one chapter by default, so we'll go ahead and give this chapter a name. And then we will add some additional chapters, which is as simple as clicking this button and naming them whatever we want to name them. The Plot Thickens would be a good second chapter title. And just as quick as that, we can add another one. You can lay your whole novel out this way. We need an office reference, so The Plot Thinnens seems to be appropriate. And let's add one more. A happy ending. All right. And let's add, well, let's go look at it in the formatting. You can navigate through the chapters here with these buttons below the device. And if you click back into the Writing tab, you'll see that now we're on chapter 2 because that's the one we had clicked to over there. So the two stay in sync with one another. So let's get some text down, and then that way we can go back and look at what the preview looks like with some different size text and whatnot. As you can see, some of them have a line, some of them spell out the chapter, some of them have the chapter listed numerically. Titus is the one I use. Alright, so there's a basic toolbar up here for formatting, and then down here the three dots next to the add chapter, this is how you add front and back matter. And there's a lot of preset things like a foreword, a dedication, an epigraph. You can add full page images if you have that and want to do that. That's usually best for a print book, not an ebook. Let's head back out and I'll pull up one of my books and show you kind of how that looks. You notice the little icons to the right of some of these. That indicates if they appear in the print book or if they appear in the ebook. If they don't have an icon, then they appear in both. Now let me show you what that looks like in the formatting tab. So you see if it says this does not appear in the EPUB edition of the book because it's in print only. So I can actually preview the print book, and there's my full page cover image that's inside my book, which is just sort of a kind of a pared down version of the cover. The The only bad thing about this is the print preview takes a little while because it's calculating a page count, but you can still click through it and see what it looks like. And you'll find things that don't appear in the book, and it'll just display a page saying this content is not in the book. You'll notice the text on these pages kind of shifts to the right and the left. Atticus handles the margins for you so everything will line up. So we'll head back out to the writing tab here and just kind of look through some of the things that I have here. There's my title page right before chapter 1, which is another full page image. The finally finished rendering, 388 pages this book is. But let's go ahead and switch back to something else. We'll go back to the iPad because it has a good view. And so you can just navigate through the chapters just as easy as that. You can scroll up and down to read just like you would on an e-reader. You can see my drop caps. You can see my scene separators. All of this is from Atticus, other than the full page images, which my cover designer created for me. So yeah, I've formatted several books in Atticus. It's fairly easy to use. You can put all your back matter in here, make it look however you want it to look. It's actually very powerful in that way. I've got my acknowledgement section right here about the author. And you can make these master pages so that when you write another book, you can just import these as they are because, they don't change that often. So that's another cool feature. You can save them as kind of like templates. I guess they call them master pages. So Atticus works anywhere, even on a mobile phone. This is my Samsung Galaxy S21. And as you can see, I can do all of the same things here. Now this is a web app. It's not a dedicated app like from the App Store, so some things don't display great on the tiny screen, but you can type using the on-screen keyboard, or you can pair a Bluetooth keyboard. I have one of those. That works pretty well. And you can even get a few words down more quickly if you are a clear speaker by using the voice-to-text feature on your phone. So see, I can quickly type a few words just by speaking to my phone, which is kind of cool. And it's fairly accurate other than punctuation sometimes. And if I flip my phone, I have a little bit more screen real estate here in a landscape mode. And you can see I can even drag and drop my chapters and reorder them, which gives me Scrivener-like functionality right on my cell phone. So what else does it do and how much does it cost? Well, let's head over to the website and take a look. Atticus is designed for writing and formatting, has a drag and drop editor, book goals and writing habit tracker, and a word count. It lets you format your books professionally, and it's compatible with Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Apple Books, and basically all of the distributors. And then there's a comparison between Atticus and Vellum, Vellum being a formatting software that's a standalone software on Mac OS. As you can see, Atticus is about $100 cheaper. It's not a free software, but it is compatible with all major operating systems. And overall, I would rather pay one time for a piece of software than use some of the alternatives which are based on a subscription model. In fact, let's look at a couple of those and see how the prices compare. NovelPad is a web app alternative to Scrivener that costs $15 monthly or $120 annually. So Atticus quickly becomes cheaper if you're going to use it for the long haul. Another popular web app that's a Scrivener alternative is Dabble. The basic plan costs $9 a month, but if you want advanced features, you'll be charged $19 a month or maybe even $29 a month, depending on what you want. And Atticus quickly becomes the better value when you take into consideration most novels take quite a few months to write. All in all, I think Atticus is a pretty great deal. You make a one-time payment, no subscription model, and you have lifetime access to the app, which allows you to both write and format your book. So it's kind of like two pieces of software in one. And I just think that's a great value. More and more we're seeing software companies, particularly those that have web apps, move to subscription-based models, which means they're just constantly bleeding your bank account. This, you just pay for it once and you're done. You have it. You have a guaranteed lifetime license as long as the the company's in business and the app is available and they maintain it, then you have access. Um, that's another of the great things I like about Scrivener is that you buy the software and then you own it, you have it. You don't have to continually pay for access, which in my mind is just a losing proposition because over the course of a few years you could end up paying thousands of dollars versus a one-time purchase like this where you just shell out $150 and you're done. Um, but I'm interested in what you guys think. So let me know down in the comments below if you've used Atticus, if you've used it to write, or if you've only used it to format, what you think the pros and cons are. I'm really interested to see. I'm considering making it my writing app. In the past, I've only written in Word documents or Scrivener and things like that, and I've only come to Atticus with a final document after editing to do my final formatting and export my files to upload to Amazon and places like that. So again, let me know down in the comments below what you think, and as always, thanks for watching.